my YouTube one. So I don't know what's going on with that. I wish there was a way just to end the YouTube stream and not everything through Ultra on Streamlabs. Oh, there we go. It popped up. We didn't have to do shit. We fixed it. Don't know how the fuck that works, but we'll take it. Let's go. We did it. We did it. We did it by doing absolutely nothing. So, when in doubt, do nothing at all and hope it fixes itself. Cheers to that. I have the power to know when I see shitty posture and you have really shitty posture. I literally could not. I mean, I guess you could still, if I'm like walking like this, like a vulture of sorts. Oh no. You like it? The you're talking about the one that goes over your own monitor while you play games, or are you talking about the one like this? Because both of them are honestly fucking awesome. What's your thoughts on Stream Deck? On the fence of buying one. Do you feel like you have a lack of buttons for your hotkeys, Kev? If you do, I would get one. If you do not, I would not get one. Stream Deck is, I like to dumb it down. It's like a glorified version of your keyboard. Like, if you have a number pad, chances are you don't need a Steam Deck because it's basically a glorified version of that. Now, obviously, you can do more stuff with the Stream Deck, but you know, it's pretty much the bare bones thing of what you're going to be getting. Yeah, the one on the monitor is also lit, especially for people that only have one monitor. Would highly recommend getting a second one if you guys have it. What's up, Spencer? I don't know what you tried to say, but Streamlabs did not like it. What's up, Carly? How's it going? That chicken gyro you made looked fucking amazing. I made sweet potato wedges, like the French fries, in my air fryer, but they tasted good, but they kind of looked like shit, so I didn't put a picture. But when I make something that is picture worthy, I'm gonna have to actually pop it in. Oh, really? That's weird. I don't know why that suppressed that. Let me go into CloudBot and change that, because that's dumb. I think it blocked sexy. That's weird. Nice. What would you say is your favorite 80s movie that you've watched so far this week, Ender? My chat alerts are bugging. They won't show, and I got them enabled on Stream Elements. I feel like you're not the only one. That's usually a pretty common issue. I'm not sure how people fix it, though, because I feel like it's very individual on each person's setup. What I would do, though, is go to your Stream Elements, log in, and then send them like a message for their support team, and they'll be able to locate it. Because I feel like that one's kind of a pain in the ass. Are we bad, bitch? Absolutely. How do I... God, it's been a minute. Not gamble. Heist. Exclamation heist all? Oh no, trick or treat. That's what it is. I just had a brain fart. There we go. We're in. We're in. Yeah. I don't know why it blocked that one. Caps protection, link protection, word protection, preferences, blacklist. Let's see. Oh, I see it. Okay. All right, I fixed it. This should be good now. Let's go. Easy fix. Wow, we're fixing shit every time. Just like that. I mean,
Your
yeah.
posture is regrettable.
No one should be ever
Concentrate on
ashamed.
sitting straight.
I feel like the fact that you tried and the fact that you really gave it your all is the only thing that should matter, which is why I should stick to what I'm saying right now, and I should have just posted it. What's up, JF? Wanted to say the 24-hour stream went great as well. We hit our charity dono goal of 510 out of 500 bucks. Yo, can we get a fucking feels good man or an exclamation point hype in the chat for JF? 500 bucks for a charity stream is fucking lit. That's awesome. That's lit. I'm so proud of you, dude. Fuck yeah. What did you end up streaming for most of it? I've heard good things about Naked Gun. I've never actually seen it myself though. Nox is still on the grind. He's been dashing Instacart, Spark, all that sort of stuff. So he's been super duper busy, which is why he's not able to catch the streams anymore. But I told him that you miss him, and so he said he misses you too. If it's any consolation prize. If we can't have him in person, we can have him in spirit, right? Because he's always going to be right here in the cartilage of your your ears. And I guess in our hearts. Whichever is has more room. Yeah, that's a good idea, Mike. There's always like little things like that that happen. If you end up figuring out what's causing it, shoot me a Twitch whisper, because I'd love to know. Because I feel like everyone has like a different thing that causes it. Sometimes I feel like just resetting it inside the source, like in OBS or Streamlabs, like we double click the source, the browser source, and then like, I think there's like a reset button or some shit, or like a clear cache or something. I feel like sometimes that works, but not all the time. Mostly yapping. I feel like that is the best way to really connect with your viewers, and really the most entertaining, because it's all up to you. And I feel like they're there for you and not the game, which is great. So I feel like that makes a lot of sense. Of course, Spence. You need surgery soon. What the hell kind of surgery you need? You going for eye surgery, ear surgery, anal cavity surgery? Yeah, try the reset thing inside the browser source. Cheers, Jeff. Cheers. Today we're rocking the Kroger Seltzer Mandarin Orange. Not sponsored, but if Kroger wants to give us a sponsorship on their generic seltzer, would recommend. I've been doing 3 hours just chatting and like an hour game and another hour just chatting. Holy shit, that's a lot of chatting. I really would love to be able to do that without like panicking, because I feel like I can do just chatting for an hour or two, but anything past that, I'm just like, I feel like I'm repeating myself over and over again. Which, to be fair, I feel like a lot of the people that come for just chatting will usually come in, come out. So it's like you get like new people, you get like waves sort of stuff. So I guess that's fair. Can I test chat alerts to see if they work like in OBS chat? I want to say you can. Inside Stream Elements, like where the widget is, where you set up the alerts, you can do that. But I've also heard people like having them work through that, but then not actually go work when people follow. Which is why I would recommend sending them a message anyways. I'm going to have a CT scan on Wednesday to figure it out. Either revise my gastric bypass or clean my lungs. So call food travel to the lungs? That sounds scary as shit. Is it super invasive or not really? What's up, Nub? Hey, I met this guy on the internet that makes videos on streaming. He said he used to play video games for a living, but I haven't seen him play a game in months. Well, you may think that playing as a cat and jumping off buildings is not a game, but I can assure you that that is exactly what we'll be doing today, because that's the game that I have downloaded. But if you guys wanted to feel about how shit of a gamer we are, I was curious to see how long the game is, and the developers put a speed run of them beating the game in under an hour, and we spent, what, an hour? I think we spent 2 hours, a little more than 2 hours on the game. I think we maybe got to like the 4-minute section of the hour-long speed run. 4 minutes into the hour-long speed run, and it took us 2.5 hours. Just let that sink in for a second, okay? Let that sink in. So if you go into OBS, Mike, you should be able to... Here, let me pop up OBS. Oh, never mind. I have to download some new Microsoft redistributable. Basically, just go to where your browser source is for your alerts. Double click it, and if you scroll all the way down, you should see like a reset or clear or some shit like that. What's up, Cream? How's it going? You're damn right. We're trying to get our steps in. Last time we streamed on the treadmill, we got like... Shit, I want to say like 12,000 steps or something. So it works out great. Plus, it's a lot more immersive. Yeah, and especially if you can keep the conversation going, Mika, keep doing it. That's the best thing you can do. It is, but it happened before. They caught it early. I went to organ rejection before. Is reflux. Holy shit. That does not sound fun at all. Well, I'm going to keep my fingers crossed that everything goes smoothly and they don't have to do with something super crazy, and that they'll be able to kind of nip it in the bud, you know? He also told me he could take all my money in poker. Shh, don't tempt me. You know how much of a degenerate gambler I am. I wonder when the next game we could do is. It's such a pain in the ass to get everyone together. And now that we got out of the loop, it's going to be even more of a pain in the ass. Though I bet we could probably get one game, everyone be in, and then that's where we'd probably run into problems, is after doing like the follow-up. What's up, Lonnie? How's it going? I do have a standing desk. I actually have two. I got one back in Chicago and I got one here in Nashville. I didn't want to bring the one from Chicago because it wouldn't fit in my car, but I got this one on Amazon for like $100. Would highly recommend. I think I even got it from like the gently used category or whatever on Amazon, so I saved like an extra $20. Would highly recommend. But we both know that both of us are going to lose money and Kogo's going to win it all, which is not a problem. It just slowly destroys my ego, which is okay. What's up, Curtis? Has Twitch always had talk shows and podcast channel, or is that new? They have had it for a long time, but it's not always been a category. I want to say they've had it for over a year or two now, but it wasn't one of the, I don't believe it was one of the first categories they added when they first kind of launched, if that makes sense. Gotta get the steps in, especially when I've been sitting on my ass all day today. I didn't wake up until like 2 p.m. today, guys. To be fair, this weekend completely fucked up my sleep schedule. One of the days, I think on Saturday, I went to bed at like 6 in the morning. We had a really fun night. We'll just say that. We'll say that, and we'll leave it at that. But Sunday, your boy was in bed for a very long time, if you catch my drift. The body keeps the score. I'll just say that much. Yeah, I would 100% recommend getting a standing desk, and if you can, also get like a walking pad, so like a treadmill without the fucking bullshit, because that's what I'm doing right now. We got the walking pad, and then we got the standing desk, and it takes a little bit to get used to not fall off and shit. But honestly, I feel like when I'm on my walking pad and I'm editing and I'm doing all my work, I feel 10 times more engaged in what I'm doing, and I'm like less distracted. And I feel like it's because my body's focusing on walking, so like the only other thing I can focus on in that is one other thing, versus like sitting down in a chair, I'm like focusing on this, oh, but I'm watching YouTube video, I'm doing this, it's just too much. So I feel like this kind of limits the stuff I can focus on, which ends up working out. Yeah, $100 is when I bought it, and that was like back in June. Let me just see what they're going for now. Electric. Make sure you get an electric one. Don't cheap out. Electric standing desk. Yeah, if you go on Amazon, they got it for $100, $99. You can even find one for $90 or $80 with a coupon. If you just type in electric standing desk, all the top results are about $99. And they jump from 89 to like 189. But literally any of those top ones, the Furmax is a really good one. They're all pretty much the fucking same. They just have different ones, like different names, because everyone's trying to like drop ship them from the same fucking place. So it doesn't really matter. That would be cool, Nub. Let me know when you're in town. Maybe we can meet up. Yeah, I went to bed at a not great time. Last night I tried to go to bed earlier. I think I ended up falling asleep at like 4. So I'm trying to like slowly get my sleep schedule back in order. So tonight I'm hoping to fall asleep by at least 2. Hopefully sooner, but 2 would be pretty normal for me. That's what I'm doing Sunday with my drivers in my league. That sounds cool. I went to bed at 5 a.m. Saturday night. Oh God, see, you know, I'm just glad it's not just me. I mainly sleep Sundays all day to reset. Well, great. Then we did the exact same thing on Sunday. What's up, Zoe? I'm doing good. I'm on the treadmill. We're getting our steps in. Ready to get my ass beat by this stupid fucking cat game again. Same shit, different day. Did Nox finally find a permanent cardboard box for poker, by the way? Kinda not really. He's out grinding his ass off right now. He's been doing DoorDash and Spark, Instacart, all that shit, basically all fucking day, every day. So I think he's still working on the permanent cardboard box, but I'm hoping he'll catch a break sometime soon, so he can get a chance to kind of relax. Should I reconnect my account on OBS after resetting stream key? I feel like you could. It's not gonna hurt anything. If anything, it'll probably fix shit that's broke. You would probably want to redo or reconnect the the account through Stream Elements too, just in case. Make sure everything's still the same. I have Aussies. They're so hyper dogs that keep me on my toes. And you're able to stay in bed all day Sunday? I have a Furmax one in my cart. Good choice. Good choice. As long as it has like good reviews and you kind of look at the reviews and make sure that most of them are like positive. They got some pictures and videos so you know you're not getting fucked. That's all you got to do. Super easy. You fell asleep at 5 a.m. too? What the fuck? Is this like just the content creator space? No one else can sleep? I've not played Repo nor Schedule 1. I did see Repo and we were gonna play it, but I'm not a huge fan of the whole collect shit, sell it, and then try and progress. I am more of like, I want a clear objective and I want to be able to beat it. I didn't play Lethal Company for that reason either, because I know you can't really beat Lethal Company. You can just get like high scores, and I don't really fuck with that. I would much rather just like, here's a level, this is what you got to do to beat it, fucking beat it. Something like Devour, or I'm struggling thinking of other games, but literally just games with like a clear like end, I guess. Roblox but better. Exactly. Nice. How did day one go for your donation-thon celebration? Now I need a good recommended walking pad. Let me go on Amazon. Hold on. I want to say I paid close to 200 for mine. Let's see. Under desk treadmill. So if you type in under desk treadmill, the top one should be Sparix. I believe that's 169. That looks similar to mine. If you scroll down one under, it says overall pick limited time deal for 119, so 120, and the one below that's 100, so 99. I feel like either of those three would be fine. They all got really positive reviews. They all pretty much very fucking similar too. So it looks like you could also get one for around like 100, 200 bucks. Oh, what the fuck? Now they have some with inclines. I would love one with an incline. What the fuck? That wasn't an option when I bought mine. Shit. Oh, it's like 300 bucks though. That's probably why. Oh, this one's only 135 with incline. Ain't that some shit? Maybe I'll have to upgrade. That'd be cool. So I feel like if you guys are at the fucking gym and you're trying to lose calories, walking on the treadmill with an incline is one of the best things that you could do. It's like one of the highest like caloric expenditures or whatever you want to call it, mixed with like not the least amount of effort, but like I feel like it's pretty good on your joints too. Like you're not gonna fuck anything up. I fell asleep at like 7 a.m. Sunday and woke up 11 and dinner. Holy shit, dinner at 2 p.m. God damn. Your schedule sounds way more fucked than mine, which makes me feel way better, so thank you. Donation-thon went insanely good. I got 31 views. Fuck yeah. I was collaborating with another streamer and we played Content Warning. That sounds lit. I'm so proud of you, Zoe. I hope day 2 goes just as good. What's up, Coffee? Do you still rate, critique people's Twitches and YouTube channels? I can. It depends what mood I'm in. If you want, you can post one and I can do it real quick. I know this is going to spark everyone else to want to do it, but we'll just do one. We'll just do one. So if you want me to check it out, I can do it real quick, Coffee. I feel like I'm in the mood to do one. Probably not more than one, but I'd love to do it for you if you're open to it. I started lifting consistently instead of being lazy. Fuck yeah. I kept going on and off because I fucked up my shoulder like a year ago and I'm tired of it, so I started going again. Nice. I was really consistent because I have like a bench press right in my living room to be consistent, and then I fucked up my finger. I have no idea what I did, but like the past like 3 or 4 months it like hurts to like put pressure on it, but it's been getting like slightly better, and I think it's because I've just like naturally now like don't lift shit with my left hand. So that kind of fucked over me too, because it took me out of being consistent, like doing weights and shit, which sucks. But like also I didn't want to injure this more than it already is, especially because like I don't have the medical system out here that I do in Chicago, so that sucks. What is life without pain? I guess I'm growing up. Conquer many mountains at the top I'm throwing up. Yeah, for sure. Let's check it out. I should get it checked now, but I'd have to go back to Chicago and like do a bunch of appointments and shit, and it's like a 7-8 hour drive to get back, so I'm just like, ugh. If it gets worse, then I will, but I think it's slowly getting better, so I'm like, eh. I'm gonna be interviewing a nerdcore singer next Wednesday. That's cool. I hope the interview goes well. Yeah, fuck it. Let's check it out. All right, let's do this. All right, chat. So this is Coffee Creamer's Twitch channel, and then we'll briefly check out the YouTube as well. Let's see. So got 45 followers. I like the background. I like the background for this too. It looks like you got some cohesion going on. It looks like you actually know what the fuck you're doing. Love to see that as a good start. First thing, let's see. What if I refresh? Do you have an offline banner? It doesn't look like you have an offline banner unless it's just not loading. I would first add an offline banner of what your Twitch schedule is. It's just the easiest way to tell everybody when you're going to be live. Unless you don't have a schedule yet, that's totally fine too. But this is a good way to just kind of keep decorating your channel as well. But it also serves a really good purpose for utility by having your schedule on here too. So consider that. Let's see. I feel like this could be fleshed out. I'm not learning too much about you. I know you play Counter-Strike, but we do other stuff is kind of vague. I would just flesh this out. Okay, cool. Yeah, so do the offline banner with the schedule if you got one. Flesh out your bio more, like the about section. Just tell me who you are, what you do. Like this, what you have, but more. Let's see, Coffee Creamers with a Z. I think that's good. It looks like you got your handles the same as Twitch and YouTube, which is great. Donation, YouTube, top donos, rules, schedule. Okay, yeah, so you do have a schedule. So if you want, I would replace this schedule right here with the Streamlabs countdown schedule. And I would also put your Discord in this little links panel. So add your Discord to the quick links where your YouTube is. It's easier to just keep everything together. I'd probably get rid of this schedule part and replace it with over here. So if we scroll down on mine, replace it with, hold on, it's got to load. Give it a sec. Right here. So it's the Streamlabs stream schedule and countdown. And what I love about this is that it's interactive. So it's going to automatically convert your time that you're going to be live to your viewers' time zone. So whatever time zone they're viewing from, it's going to tell them when you're going to be live next, which is dope. And it removes so much confusion as to when you're going to be live next for them specifically. So they don't have to convert. They ain't got to do none of that bullshit. So I would definitely do that. One thing to note, though, you're going to have to change it because for whatever fucking reason, it doesn't work well with daylight savings and shit. So when you spring forward ahead an hour, you got to go in here and change it. I don't know how they've still fucked that up for the past couple years, but they have. So add that. And let's go back real quick. And then, do you have any VODs? Okay, you do have a VOD. Dope. All right, check it out. I'm going to leave my music playing now.
Bottom.
Okay, we got the webcam. I would get better lighting. So if you can,
How's
actually,
it going?
hold on. Let's make sure when it's set up. Maybe it's better.
Does he know?
Yeah. So what you're gonna want a key light. So like right now I have this key light. It just clips to my desk, or you can get one with a tripod and then turn it on, and it's basically just a light that you point at like a 90 degree or no 45 degree angle away from your face in front of you, and then so that way I'm nice and lit up. So if I have it turned off, I look like shit, right? It looks like there's not much going on here. As soon as I turn the key light on, boom, 10 times like camera quality. It looks amazing. So definitely get a key light for sure. And let's see what else. Let me catch up on chat. I think I tore my shoulder. Fuck no. You really need to check that out. Yeah, holy hell. That sounds awful. Your most recent. We're gonna be digging in. Definitely get a key light though.
In front of me.
It looks like your webcam is it's not 1080p, so it doesn't stretch all the way across the screen. So possibly consider investing in one of those. But also you don't really need one because you could put chat here too. So it's really up to you.
box is just filled with Hot Wheels.
Like the lighting on this is better, but then you can kind of
So
see
this is
like the
the
messy
RCF
room and
and
stuff.
Subaru B-
So like if you turn off all your lights in your room and then just had the key light, you'll be able to have that cool like you'll be able to separate yourself from the background and also not have to clean up as much.
ERZ.
So would definitely recommend that. Let's see like the actual gameplay.
923.
See like that looks
Trying to
better.
get it to work with
I would still turn off
older
all these
Steam
lights
games.
and then
Okay.
get the key light. I think like that would be really cool. They could
What I do
possibly
have
put in
is
some
$2 and a
other stuff.
Smell like a Beach Boys.
Holy shit. Fucking brain rot. I would also be very careful about Family Guy because that's copyrighted to shit. So if they wanted to, they could fuck you really hard for that. Copyrighted music I would avoid too, but obviously you can get around that with the Twitch VOD settings. But definitely no Family Guy or streaming TV shows. That's like a big no-no. They'll fuck you hard. Other than that, like I see what you're doing. It's going for like stimulation, brain rot sort of thing. I get it. It's cool. It's fine. I get that. Other than that, I mean, those are just the things off the top of my head. But let's check out the YouTube real quick. Oh, just moved in, still cleaning. How embarrassing. Well, hey, you can still work with that. Like a lot of people can relate to having a messy room, you know? I just think you could still do that and just have the lights off and the key light. I feel like it would just look nicer and you don't have to like keep it. You could still keep that aesthetic. If that makes sense. What's up, holy cows? Good to see you. How's your weekend? That sounds cool, Mike. You'll have to send us some pictures when you get it all done. All right. Well, this looks good. I like the actual design and stuff. Let's see. So what is your goal with the YouTube channel? That's what I need to know first. Because right now, it's fucking everything. It's vlog. It's gaming. It's what else? It's montages, highlights. It's lighting a fire with flint and steel. It's everything. So I think this is fine at the beginning to figure out what you want to do. But like once you start getting a couple of videos where you see like what's resonating, it's time to really niche down and double down on those ideas and then really just run with that. Because you're really going to alienate your audience if you're just doing a bunch of random shit like this. And like growing a channel is almost next to impossible to do that. Because they'll come for like this lighting a fire video and then they'll be like, okay, what about this cooking show or like this gaming video? Like they have nothing in common, you know? So your typical viewer is not going to want to watch all of these, you know? I'm doing good. We're hanging in. We're getting our steps in. We're going to be checking out that cat game again. Get our shit on again. I gave up on my stream. I finished Jamboree and I don't know what to play unless it's multiplayer games. I mean, you can still stream multiplayer games. That's cool too. Whatever you enjoy. It just depends what you want to get out of your streams, you know? And then coming up with that plan on how to get there. I'm still fresh in. That's all good. We can always circle back too, Kev. I'm very all over the place, mainly Counter-Strike, but I'm so into everything. That's the problem. But it's okay to be everywhere at the beginning. It's just when you finally get something that hits. So like if we go to your most popular video, it's the Five Below electric guitar review unboxing. Like personally, I would just fucking double down on this and be like, okay, Five Below blank review / unboxing, something that's like also unique from Five Below, because clearly this video resonated enough to get almost 2,000 views. So people like this style of video. So I would just make a couple more like this of just like things that are similar and then see how they perform and then maybe kind of form a niche around that. If that makes sense. Yeah, cat game, hell yeah. I have an old PC and I'm thinking about using it for streaming so it doesn't take performance with the PC I'm using for gaming or whatever. I've never set up a dual PC setup, so I'm the worst person to ask about that. I have heard people do it before, but I'm not a fan. I think it's too complicated. But yeah, that's personally what I would do, because what you're gonna do is you're gonna keep doing random videos and then it's just gonna be like, okay, flop, flop, flop. Not really a flop, 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 flop. Not really flop. And so the name of the game with YouTube is trying to tell the YouTube algorithm the audience you're trying to target. Because at the end of the day, what you want to do is get more people to spend more time on YouTube. So however you can tell the algorithm which audience you're trying to hit, the better. So like right now, if I were to continue with this channel based off of the metrics I'm seeing, I would niche down and do Five Below reviews and unboxings, because right now the algorithm knows that they like watching this content of yours, so it's more likely to push more similar videos around this topic. But there's one more thing that I recognized. I would say consistency is really key, but it just depends on what you're doing. Because you don't really have to be super consistent at the beginning, because it's more so just figuring out what videos are resonating with your audience or what audience you want to hit. So at the beginning, it's more about experimentation and seeing what's working and what's not. Because at the end of the day, you want to find something that you can see yourself making videos on for a pretty long time, because that's when you want to be consistent and double down. So at first, you're throwing a bunch of random shit at the wall, which you're doing right here. That's called experimenting. And then eventually you're going to find something that hits, like this Five Below unboxing video. And so if you feel like you would want to keep doing these videos for a while, then I would double down and start being consistent and consistently push out more videos of this style, which will tell the algorithm, hey, this is what my channel is going to be about. People are clearly liking it, so I'm going to keep making more. And the algorithm is going to be like, okay, cool, I'm going to keep pushing them because they're watching the video. And so it keeps getting more views, which in return is going to keep them on the platform longer. So that's the time to double down and be consistent, if that makes sense. But one more thing that I realized, and I'll kind of wrap it up here, is the handle should be coffee creamers, and then that's it. So I wouldn't do CS, or if you do have CS at the end, also have that for your Twitch. But right now I believe your Twitch is just at coffee creamers. So you want to make sure these two are identical. Otherwise you're just going to confuse your audience, and then someone else is going to just take the handle, and then you'll be fucked like later down the road. But other than that, like, you've got the thing started. You've obviously been making content. You've been doing your streams. Like, you know what the fuck you're doing. Now is just kind of where everyone else also struggles, and that's taking the jump from just streaming into actually content creation and coming up with a plan. And that's where a lot of people get lazy, and they're like, well, I don't want to plan. I just want to hit go live and do shit like random. So I think now is just research, plan, consistency. I think coffee creamers with a Z was taken. If that's the case, then I would maybe think about other variations of this, or just stick with coffee creamers CS and then put that for your Twitch as well. Whatever the option you choose, it doesn't matter as long as they're the same. So it could be either. What if you can't make the handle the same as your display? Just change whatever handle you have available, but make sure it's the same for both platforms, or every platform really. Would you have to make your display the same as your handle? Not necessarily, but it's important to have the same handles, especially when it comes to like search engine optimization and SEO. You want to make sure that you have the same handle, because that's the core thing that YouTube, Twitch, Kick, Instagram, those are the thing that matters the most. Otherwise, you're going to run into like imposters and shit later down the road if you end up getting big. So just straight up have the same handle for all of them. Your display name should probably be very similar, if not the same as your handle. Just something to keep into consideration. Because you can put your display name to whatever the fuck, but your handle you can only have one of. So if someone wants to be an imposter and copy you, they can change their display name, but they can't change the handle the same as yours. So that's where it really matters. It's thinking more of like on a long-term horizon. That's possible, Mike. I think that's possible. If you want, you could switch it and set it up with Stream Elements instead. Because I'm not really sure either. Because I know they have the integration in with Twitch as well. Right? It's kind of going off. I like it. Yeah, no problem. Hopefully it helps. And hopefully you'll make some of the changes that we talked about. And if not, I think it's just really good info and like to have a second opinion and all that good stuff. But Otherwise, it looks like you know what you're doing. You've got everything set up. You're much more ahead of like other streamers, so you should be proud of where you're at, and I'm proud of where you're at. And I think now is really just where you have to start making decisions and kind of come up with a trajectory on where you want to go. Because right now it's just kind of like in the ether, you're kind of figuring out still what you want to do and what you want to lock in for, which is fine. That's totally cool. I think now it's just you have to come to a decision if like this is the thing that you really want to do, or if you want to keep experimenting and maybe you can find something that you'll want to do instead of Five Below unboxing videos, you know? Especially if you want to keep it more centered around Counter-Strike, because Five Below unboxing videos about guitars are completely different than Counter-Strike videos, you know? So it just kind of depends on what you want to break into. But there's no wrong choice. It's just whatever you can see yourself doing for the long term and what you're more passionate about. Obviously, the two different markets are way more saturated. Like, I'm sure there's way more people making videos on Counter-Strike than people doing unboxing Five Below videos. So that's also something to keep in mind, too, because it's probably be much harder to break into the Counter-Strike niche on YouTube than the Five Below unboxing niche on YouTube. You can also have separate channels as well, you know? So if you want to pivot to Five Below unboxing videos on that, then do that, or just make a new YouTube channel and just continue with that, just to like see how you can grow a channel and then apply it to another channel later down the road if you want to switch to Counter-Strike. Just something to keep in mind. Yeah, like, especially in the beginning, before you have an audience, like, you don't have to upload every single Sunday or every single day or whatever. It's just getting the videos out there and seeing what's resonating and what's not. Then after you have a couple thousand subscribers, I think it's important to be consistent and really just pushing out very similar content to what they're enjoying. That's where it really gets important to be super consistent. But it's also nice to be consistent just because you improve your craft every single stream, every single video, every single thing you do, every single time you upload, you're getting better, you're learning more. So in that aspect, consistency is really important at the beginning as well. So hopefully that helps. Is it bad if you suddenly switch games if you make game content? I would say in general, yes. For example, we'll just say if Coffee Creamers decides that they want to do Counter-Strike videos and they keep putting out a bunch of Counter-Strike videos and they're getting views and he's building an audience on Counter-Strike videos, and then one day you're like, fuck it, I want to start making videos on Repo. And then you start making Repo videos, you're going to be alienating your audience where they basically signed up and subscribed to you for Counter-Strike content, and then now you're trying to push Repo content on them. Majority of them will likely not want to watch your videos, and so they're not going to click on them, or they're going to click on them and watch like 2 seconds and then fuck off, which in return is going to tell YouTube and the algorithm, hey, this audience doesn't like these videos anymore, so we're not going to push it out as much. So in general, it's bad to do that sort of stuff, but you can be strategic about it, where you can kind of niche and group niche, where if you're making Counter-Strike videos, you can maybe get away with making a similar type video in like Valorant, because Valorant and Counter-Strike are close to each other. Now, given I've never played either of them, but from what I remember, Valorant and Counter-Strike are team FPSs, I guess. I'm not sure if Valorant is considered an FPS, but basically if you can find like an adjacent game that's like very similar to Counter-Strike and kind of like slowly wean, you can do that. Or like a good example is like if someone's streaming like Super Mario Odyssey, then they can stream like or make videos on Super Mario Odyssey 2 or just games that are centered around there. And then eventually if they get big enough and they've kind of explored Odyssey and Odyssey 2 as much as they can zoom out and do other Mario 3D platformers, or even zoom out more and just be Nintendo games. So it just depends, but you really just need to have a plan at the end of the day, because just randomly doing shit over time, long term, is not really the way to go. You want to have that at the beginning, see what's working, kind of have a narrow focus and make a plan for what your strategy and what your steps are going to be. And I think not enough people realize that and end up doing that, which is why they flop around for so goddamn long and waste so much time when they could be sticking to a plan and actually getting from point A to point B. Thank you, Coffee. I appreciate that. Hell yeah. Well, it's worth giving a shot, Mike. You never know until you try. What's up, Metallic? How's it going? How's your weekend? Sims community is going off with new game Inzoid. See, that's the thing, right? It's like at a certain point, like, even the viewers get kind of tired of watching like the same thing over and over again. But like if I used to really like watching Super Mario 64 speedruns, and so I'm just like, okay, this is great. And after like days, months, weeks of watching, I'm just like, okay, and like I'm getting kind of bored. And then they started doing like Super Mario 64 mods and then speedrunning those. Or then I started watching Super Mario Sunshine speedruns, like things that were like the same but adjacent to it, because it's new and fresh to them, but it's kind of the same kind of principle. You know, it's like, it's still a 3D Mario platformer. They're still speedrunning it. It's very similar. It's just something new. So it's not like fucking, oh, they're playing fucking Counter-Strike. It's like completely different, you know? Like, it still lines up with my interest, with my values on what I want to see and what I want to watch. It's just something new and fresh, you know? It's just not like crazy fresh where it's just like, fuck, I don't want to watch this, because it's completely different, you know? So hopefully that helps, and hopefully that makes sense too. If you guys need any clarification on that, please don't be shy. But if you guys were here last week, we started a new game, which is called Only Way Is Down. And it's essentially only up, but you play as a cat, which sounds adorable. However, the controls are total fucking asshole. And they operate like shit. So it's extremely difficult in the sense that you can barely control your character. So you guys might see a little bit of rage going on, but that's okay. So we're gonna pop into there. We're still gonna be talking about streaming and stuff, so nothing's really changing. I'm just gonna give you guys a visual so you guys don't have to keep watching me walk on the treadmill while we do it. Yeah, like me, I've been stuck with Overcooked and Burger Brother. See? It's like, if you like Overcooked, you might like Burger Brother. It's things like that. It's just not like, if you like Overcooked, then you're gonna like Only Up. You know, it's just like, they're completely fucking different things. Let me check my Kick stuff real quick. Okay, games and demos, beautiful. All right, let's move here. Pop this up. Oh no! Oh no! Whoops. Oh well. No biggie. What did everyone have for dinner today, by the way? The only thing I've eaten today are sweet potato wedges that I made in the air fryer. I gotta decide what the fuck I'm gonna make for dinner after stream. Oh god, it's so loud. What's up, Tilly? How's it going? You're leaving for your cruise today? Hell yeah. I hope you guys have so much fun. Did you make sure to bring your passport? Make sure to pack sunscreen if you got it. Make sure... what else? Passport. Get one of those fucking... the necklaces where you can clip on your like phone. It's like the waterproof, the see-through ones. I feel like those are like the three main things. Make sure you have all three of those, Tilly. So help me God. Let me see here. Are you excited, by the way? And where are you guys porting out of? Made tacos. Nice. What kind of tacos? Let's see. All right, we're going to change this to unlisted. Tomorrow's no cooking because my nephew's Puff's birthday. I'm just going to do him a cake. That sounds nice. Yeah, recipes would be nice. I could definitely use a good recipe. Also, did the game pop up for y'all? Oh, there we go. Okay. Display, borderless. Cool. Change this. Yep, we got those. Super excited. Kids especially are going from Sydney to Tasmania. Fuck yes. Please take a bunch of pictures for us so we can check them out. I'd love to see them. Especially over in Tasmania. I've never been. I don't even know what to expect over there. That's crazy. So make sure to take lots of pics for us, okay? Mine are like 30-minute meet. Oh, fuck yeah. I get behind that. I joke because I'm like, you know, there's like 10-minute or 15-minute quick dinner recipes online. Those end up taking me like 30 minutes to an hour because I can't fucking read instructions properly. Beef tacos, gluten-free ones? That sounds good. Yeah, we want to see the pictures, please. Will do. Thank God. Thank goodness. All right, let's see here. Go here. This is Only Up, but we're playing as a cat, and it's called Only Way Is Down. It's a new Only Up style game. Where this is day 2. If you haven't seen day 1, videos in the top right corner. But essentially, it's Only Up, but you're a cat. So we should have our progress saved, hopefully. Okay, it looks like we've unlocked section 2, and that took us 2.5 hours. Yes, I'm not joking, that took us 2.5 hours. Unfortunately, I don't know if we got to go back this way or this way. Maybe chat knows. Chat, do you remember if we go that way or this way? I'm going to guess it's this way. And yes, you guys might be questioning yourself, is this man on a treadmill? And the answer is yes. Why? We got 2 reasons. Reason number 1, we need to work out because, like most other gamers, we barely get off our butts. Number 2 is it's definitely more immersive. It's like we're the cat in the game. So hopefully it improves our gaming experience. And yes, those are bunny ears and a bandana. Oh, we did forget something, though. We got to customize our cat. And I think that's all we need. Hopefully the game should speak for itself. I would just let that crap burn unless it's oven cooking. That's fair. I kind of want to get more into like those sheet pan recipes. You guys see those on like Instagram Reels and like TikTok? It's like just put everything in a sheet pan and pop that thing in the oven and be done with it. I feel like those are really easy. I feel like those are really tough to mess up too. So it looks like right now there's a maze that we got to figure out. I believe we did figure it out at one point. But I believe the saves where you actually like, so there's checkpoints that I'm now realizing if you die at, you'll go back to. And then there's saves. So like we quit out of our game because this is day 2, right? And it looks like I cleared our checkpoints. So now we just have big saves, which are like more spread out. But I believe we're not too far away from where our checkpoint would have been. So once we get through this maze, we should be caught up to where we were, which isn't saying much because we barely made a dent in this game, but holy hell is it difficult. And I'm pretty sure we just did a complete circle. So this might take longer than expected. What's up, Sia? So close to affiliate. I'm edging affiliate by 3 followers. Hell yeah, brother. That's what's up. What have you been streaming recently? And maybe is there anyone in chat that wants to go drop Sia a follow? Because they're only 3 away from hitting affiliate. You think the CPAWS music community could help them out? Give them a little tap on the back? Think we can do that? Dead by Daylight and Marvel Rivals. Holy hell, those are 2 drastically different games. Do you see do you see any overlap between the audience that watches you for Marvel Rivals versus Dead by Daylight? Because I feel like those would be like 2 completely different audiences. Hey, thanks, Tilly. Appreciate that. Hey, thanks, Cows. Thanks, Carly. Easy peasy. Well, there you go. You got 3. You should have 50 now. Look at that. That was pretty easy, right, chat? I want to say this is the right way. This looks the right way. Oh, hell yeah. See, you even got another streamer that plays Dead by Daylight. Look at that. Isn't networking cool, chat? Networking is dope. Oh, God. So one thing that I should mention once again, if you guys didn't see the other video or the last stream, is that turning in this game is rather difficult. So you can't just like turn on a dime. You have to really kind of plan your turns in advance. And it does look like we've gotten through the puzzle section. And I now am remembering how god-awful this part was. If you guys... Oh, no! Oh, I was about to say this part was really difficult. And we spent probably... Oh, God. We spent probably an hour on it last stream. So I'm hoping it's not going to take us an hour just to get past this little side of the wall, side of the building section, but who knows. And also another key thing to remember with this game that we've learned is that we have 4 paws, right? So 4 feet. If just 2 of the paws are off the edge, just barely, you are done. You are falling off just like that. My front 2 are on the cinder block or whatever you want to call that, and the back 2 are off. So therefore, we're dead. That poor little cat. Honestly, I think my chat alerts worked in the past. I didn't have alerts set up yet, so I might email support request just in case. I would email them just in case, just to be sure. Because they'll at least be able to kind of tell you what the problem is, and you can diagnose it from there. I'm really worried about the health of the cat. He's way too fluffy. It's all right. It's all right. He got some lean cuisines earlier, so he's slimming down. But obviously, he's not going to drop all the weight that quickly. We just we removed him from Fancy Feast and we put him on some dry kibble. So therefore, he's not binge eating. Hopefully, that should help a little bit. Oh, that's nice. You see him? What's up, Dasha? Morning. How's it over in the big AU? It is currently... Oh, fuck. There we go. Ouch. Oh. Ow. Well, at least it didn't fall all the way down. It's currently 7:19 p.m. over here in lovely America. Which I'm guessing the exact opposite over in Australia. Oh, my goodness. Sorry, I saved him. Oh, you know what? It's probably the costume. Hold on. Let's change the bunny mask to none. And we'll just rock the bandana. I think the bunny mask was weighing us down. Look at how cute we are. You're telling me we're not going to beat this game with how cute we are? No trivia tonight? So there is trivia tonight, but I decided against it. So I went to trivia last time. Oh, no! Oh! Ow. Even the bandana fell off. Oh, there it is. I went to trivia last time, and there were just so many people there. So much that we had to get, like, extra chairs and bring them to the table, and, like, even then we were, like, kind of off. So I kind of had the same feeling it was going to be super crowded again today. So I decided, I'm like, you know what? We'll just stream at the normal time, and we'll take the L. But, yeah, the trivia is still going on. I just decided against it this week. So next week I'll probably go, and then, like, stream on Tuesday again. Because I feel like when we streamed last week on Tuesday, it was still a good time. We still netted around a very similar viewership, so I couldn't really complain. But yeah, I do want to kind of experiment between streaming on like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday times, and then maybe like earlier in the evening instead of always so late at like 7 p.m. sort of stuff. Y'all in the future? Yeah, how's the future going? 10/19 Tuesday. Holy guacamole. Yeah, how's the future? Fuck, no, please. Oh. Ow. Well, that's the best we've done so far. Good idea, Mike. The bunny mask was weighing us down. You see how big that was? Easter was yesterday. Do y'all have a good Easter? You know, I'm not against it, Coco. I was just talking to Nub. He was in chat a little bit earlier today, and I was saying, I'm like, if we really wanted to get one game together, I'm sure we could plan one game, and I just think the follow-up games are the thing that's really difficult to plan. Because I think people just end up digging themselves too big of a hole, and so then we end up gambling with debt, and that's where it gets sloppy. But I know Nox is out for the foreseeable future until he gets a better gig lined up. But I'm sure we could get like Martin Nub, maybe Isaiah. I think getting in touch with Angel might be a problem, because I know that was difficult last time. So I think just getting more than like 5 people together might be an issue as well. But I think it's definitely possible. So I'd be down for a game in the near future. I swear we all slept that day. Yeah. Yeah, allegedly. Quotation marks. No! Mr. Chunk! Mr. Whiskers! Not again! Oh, God. He turned into spaghetti noodle arms. We're about to hop on the train to go to our cruise, guys. We'll take lots of photos to catch y'all when we get back. Catch you later, Tilly. Please make sure, take a bunch of photos and videos, and then do a little dump. Do a little dump in the Discord. That'd be lit. I'd love to see them. But I hope you guys have fun. I know the kids are going to have a blast. Just remember, pace yourselves. It's a marathon, not a sprint. And there's no such thing as eating too much free ice cream. So go to town on the ice cream machine. One of the highlights of the cruise, for sure. Yeah, I was so hungover on Easter that we didn't really do much. I had a pizza. That was my Easter. Don't pace yourself. Have as much fun as possible. YOLO. That's true. That's true. You do only live once. All right, here we go. This is it. Here we go. All right. No, come on. What do you mean? We barely... Oh. We barely moved there. Oh my god. I think that was the wonkiest one yet. I think we only had one. I think we only had one paw off.
Thanks for the sub.
Yo, Lonnie!
Highlight on cruise.
Thank you for the fifth.
The unlimited ice cream.
That is true. That was one of my few highlights. That and the unlimited burgers and just the unlimited food in general, for real. But yo, Lonnie, thank you for the 15-month resub. Let's go. You know what? We're in a good mood. We got excess Christmas jelly beans. Let's see which Bean Boozled we get. This one is a white and brown one. It's either stink bug or toasted marshmallow. I'm hoping it's marshmallow. Wow, it's actually marshmallow. Holy guacamole! I think our good luck is returning from last week. Last week, I think we did like 6 or 7 beans, and I think like 4 to 6 of them were good, which is the best Bean Boozle luck I've had probably ever in the 7.5 years I've been streaming on Twitch. Insanity. Yeah, we barely moved and the cat just gave up. It's like, I kind of just want to fall. Pretty sure I saw Mr. Whiskers lean to the left a little bit too much, too. Oh, heck yeah, cows. Congrats. That's what's up. Hopefully they weren't sore losers and they quit out or flamed you after. That's one of the reasons I stopped playing Dead by Daylight. I feel like everyone was just getting so toxic. They're like, oh, you didn't give us a chance. It's like, bro, it's a game. You know? Here we go. Here we go. Come on. Come on. Okay, so far so good. The corners are so difficult. No, don't you even dare, Mr. Whisker. Don't you mother. Ugh. Ow. All right. He's getting a little less chonky. Oh, he's super not chonky. He's like a supermodel kitty now. Hopefully we should be able to see their feet better. Yeah, all the games that I used to really like are toxic AF. Given Call of Duty and Halo were usually pretty toxic. Call of Duty more than Halo, but I digress. Oh yeah, I did hear about FNAF having a collaboration with Dead by Daylight. I always thought that would be a great collaboration, like several years back. Surprising it took those so long. I feel like they're both heavy hitters. FNAF obviously more than Dead by Daylight, but still. I guess they were busy with the movie too. Ouch. Why are Mr. Whisker be looking like a bowl of spaghetti? He don't want to play no more. He said, I'm out. He just wants to twerk. You should buy a trading dumpy, put it right next to you so you can punch it when you get mad. That's actually not a bad idea. I should probably get a punching bag instead. I feel like people might get the wrong idea if I'm abusing a training dummy next to me. A punching bag though. I'd be like, I feel like Tyler 1 should have did that back in like the peak rage days instead of smashing monitors and controllers. Probably could have saved so much money. Though I don't think the clips would have been as viral had they been a punching bag, to be fair. Hey, will you tell Ginny a super awesome reader and that she can do it? Ginny, you're a super awesome reader and you can freaking do it. All right? As Shia LaBeouf once said, just do it. Like this move right here. Oh my God, we almost had it. Well, we can't do it, but you can. Ouch. We looked like a hairball for a moment. Or the squishy balls. The squishy balls are great too. I actually have 2 little squishy balls for the pool. We were supposed to go to the pool this weekend, but we slept in a little too late. And unfortunately, the pool at the apartment that we have access to, there's only like sunlight for the first like couple hours of the afternoon. Otherwise, the building is all shade, which is stupid, because then majority of the pool is shaded after like noon, literally like 12 p.m. It's just like majority shade. It's like, bruh, whoever designed this is stupid. They're like, hey, we got a pool. Given it's only sunny for a short amount of time. Oh my God, look at that turn. Here we go, chat. This is a new PB for today. New PB for today, also known as personal, though I am getting kind of hungry. I did buy Uncrustables. They have a new raspberry flavor. It's actually pretty good. Would recommend to anybody that's in the market for some Uncrustables. Let's go, chat. Let's do it. Oh, I almost just died there. Oh, well, speaking of dying, that wasn't that bad. It froze? Oh, no. Is it still freezing? Is it still frozen? Is it good? Is it back? Are we good? Stand by. How about now? Are we back? Are we back? Uh-oh. Stand by. Yay! All right. All right, everyone type 1 in chat if you can hear me. I don't know why it does that. It's so weird. And it's only like for a little bit. It'll like buffer for just like a moment and then it'll get better. I don't know why. And I don't ever get any warnings or anything in Streamlabs. So I'm not sure if it's a me issue. Oh no! I'm not sure if it's a me issue or a them issue. I'll send it to the Streamlabs people and see if they know. Buffered 2 times, is it good now? Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, awesome. Awesome. Also, if you guys can hear me,
Someone should put you in a box floating down the river, Grandma.
What's up, Sparky? How's it going, dude? How was your Easter? What did you and the girl do? Also, if you guys can hear me, I would recommend pausing and unpausing the stream. If you're on YouTube, Twitch, or Kick, hover your mouse over the screen, pause and unpause, and it'll catch you up. That way you don't have to refresh or nothing. Pipe it up, pipe it up. I know, I know, I know. The hypometers are just off the chain, off the charts. They just don't know. They don't know how to handle all the bandwidth from like 15 people. It's crazy. I don't know how Ninja does it. Like 15,000 people. That's insane. Probably got a whole private team just for that. Just message support. Hell yeah. They should help you out. I mean, Easter egg hunt for Nico. That's what I did for mine too. Nico probably enjoyed it more. I wanted to put like the little booze bottles in them, but I don't think they have. I couldn't find big enough eggs, and I didn't want to break the eggs. Do like an adult Easter egg hunt, so I ended up just doing candy. Still says my old username in Stream Elements. Oh, yeah, do that then. That's probably the issue, Mike. Log out and then log in again with a new one, with the new login information. That's probably why it's not working. Oh God, how did you end up fixing it? Windows corruption is not a fun thing to deal with. Also, how did I miss the checkpoint? I'm pretty sure there was a checkpoint, like right over where... Goodness. A new Windows install? My God, that sounds awful. My thoughts and prayers out to that. Fuck that shit. Ow! Hi, Nico. I heard Sparky made you a nice Easter egg hunt. I also made an Easter egg hunt too. Did you enjoy it? Also, what did he put inside the Easter eggs? I wanted to put little bottles of booze, but I couldn't find big enough eggs for it to hold it, so I went with... Oh, are we buffering again now, or is it just Lonnie? It's not a new account, maybe the new game, just deactivate it. That's possible, I could see. Nice. All right, cool. You connect to the username. Hopefully that'll fix it. If not, they should still be able to tell you what's wrong with it. Buffering? Oh my God, again? That's annoying. Well, lucky for Streamlabs, there's a diagnostic tool thing. So I can send it to them, and maybe they'll be able to kind of tell me what's going on. It's probably like, it's usually like with packet stuff. I don't really know what to do about that, though. Because I'm like renting a place, so I don't really have access to the IP and other stuff. So usually I just restart the router. I wonder if there's any settings that I can change in order to remedy that. I will check. Okay, here we go. This is for all the money. This is for all the marbles right here. Beautiful. Tim Tams, but I guess I'm old because teeth hurt right after. Oh my. Hopefully you don't have any cavities. Though cavities are no fun. Ah, yeah, that checks out, Mike. That's the way to do it. That's smart. Oh! Almost goofed that. All right, so I'm trying not to die here because I thought for sure there was a checkpoint here. Turns out there's not. So I guess I'll just have to be really careful. All right, this new personal best for the day, guys. Hype, hype, hype. Easy peasy. Is your standing desk tabletop in more than one piece? It is. It's like 2 long pieces of wood, but they go together. When you put the desk together, they go together. The assembly is actually really easy. I think mine is like a 55-incher as well. I'm not sure. It's pretty gosh darn big. Not to brag or nothing, but it does the job. No one's ever complained about the size of the standing desk. Oh, let's go! Nice! Look at us go, chat. Hell yeah. What's up, Rehab? How's it going? Any tips for gaining at least 1 new follower / sub per stream? It depends on what your goals are. If that's your goal, I would definitely work on doing more discoverable actions. So if you're dead set on just streaming and only streaming, switch to playing a more discoverable game. So like, I would avoid oversaturated games, like fucking pretty much every game now. I'd definitely be a lot more choosy with the games. If you haven't seen, watch my How to Grow playlist on YouTube. I don't remember which playlist in particular. We got headband, is that different than bandana? I don't remember which video in particular, but there's 1 or 2 videos that cover how to find more discoverable games or categories on Twitch. And that's gonna put you in a much better position to get 1 new follower sub per stream. Also, what the, bro, the game's broken? What? I can't move. What is going on? What is going on? The game broke. I'm like spamming the jump button. As soon as I let go, I'm gonna die, or I'm gonna fall. The cat broke its legs. That's not fair. I'm like floating. You guys see this? What is going? I'm literally like 2 inches above where I should be. But yeah, Rehab, I would focus on playing more discoverable games. And if you really want to take it to the next level, then start making content like YouTube videos, YouTube shorts, and go down that route as well to increase your visibility. You guys see what's wrong with my arm right now? That doesn't seem normal, does it? Look at that. Probably if you jump off the cliff, he'll fix himself. Fat chance, no shot I'm doing that. I'm not even sure if we got... I'm not sure if we even got a checkpoint yet. Oh, come on now. Oh my god. This is not fair, chat. I was actually playing good and we made progress, but now the game says no more. Bro, come on. I'm not losing the progress that we've made. That's not happening. The cat is tweaking out. Yeah, we got a 3-legged cat. That doesn't seem very fair. I mean, they should be loved just like any other cat, but like, it's a little more difficult to play as in the game. It's in Finding Nemo, yeah. Now we got the messed up fin. Oh, come on, get up there. Bro, I can't even... It's so weird, I can only jump in certain spots. Do it. Ugh. There we go. What if we go on this? Try and pivot? Brother, look at that. Come on, get up. Get up. Do some work. Get up there. Bro. There should be like a reset, but I don't want to restart checkpoint, nor do I want to restart level. It's not happening. I have a feeling, because I'm not sure where the last checkpoint is, because they don't tell you where the checkpoints are. That's one of my few concerns and things that I would change about the game is I would tell the player... Okay, here we go. Tell the player when you get a checkpoint. Alright. So far, so good. We're still floating a little bit, but... Wait a minute. That's the wrong way. I gotta go this way. I can't jump now. What? Okay. I think I can only jump if I jump straight up. I can't do like a running jump anymore. Okay, I want to say that there was a checkpoint here, and maybe it's the cone. Okay. Okay, here we go. All right, yeah. Now we're at the checkpoint. This is where we got to last time. So if you guys watched last stream, this is where we ended, was like right here. Because we couldn't go any further. Luckily, we got a checkpoint. Thank God. Unfortunately, this part is extremely difficult. Where do you even go from here? No, no, you mother. Yeah, no, Kitty was tweaking. They got a hold of the wrong stuff. That was not Fancy Feast. The F in Fancy Feast didn't stand for fancy. All right, here we go. Here we go. Right here. Oh, God. I remember this now. No! Fool! It's so sensitive. I really wish that they put the checkpoint a little bit further up. Because you can't really die here. Like, if they put the checkpoint here, I feel like it'd be more reasonable. Is that an unreasonable request chat? I'm thinking of painting my room walls as well, so it's not boring-ass house colors, but I don't know. I feel like that'd be fun. Might as well, right? Plus, it might spark some more inspiration to really get excited about content creation and stuff. I've been watching your videos forever, and I think I've seen this one you're talking about. Most of the games I just find hard to enjoy, so it feels fake, you know? Yeah, for sure. And that's totally cool. Like, you shouldn't force yourself to like playing a game. I think it's just really I think it's really important to kind of research and see what games are out there that you actually can enjoy and like see yourself playing. Like, just because a game is more discoverable, and it's like, let's say the most discoverable game that you could play, but you hate it, doesn't mean you should like play it, you know? But there are, I would still say there's like a good handful, like at least 20 to 100 games on Twitch that you could play right now and increase your visibility drastically. So I think it's just like maybe finding one of those games that you could see yourself playing and actually enjoy. So like, you don't have to pick the most discoverable game, but I think it's important to be realistic with, oh no, I think it's important to be realistic with the choices and stuff that you have, for sure. But yeah, definitely don't force yourself to play a game that you hate. Like, oddly enough, I love these kind of games where you're jumping and falling all the time, just because I like a good challenge. But I would never like force myself to play, like, I don't know, I'm trying to think of a game I would hate. I don't know. I've never played Minecraft. We'll just use Minecraft as an example. But, like, I'm not going to force myself to play Minecraft, even though it would, like, guarantee me at least one new follower, one new subscriber per stream, you know? Now, if it was, like, hundreds of viewers and hundreds of followers, I might reconsider. But, unfortunately, I fell for that trap very early on in my streaming career and burnt myself out like a mother. So, I don't know if I would do it again. Do it! Oh my god! It's really impossible to, like, turn right there. You have no room to maneuver yourself. Oh man. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh. Oh god. We're stuck. Florida drivers. I got two... Wait. I was behind a Supra today at a stoplight, and I was like, oh shit, maybe I just stopped a little too close behind after I realized it was a Supra. And I almost got into 2 accidents while going to the gym to pick up my friend and going back home. God. I thought Nashville and Chicago drivers were bad, but it sounds like Florida drivers are also bad. Uh-oh. I'm stuck in between these boxes. Alright, I think we gotta restart checkpoint. I was really worried for a second that it was not gonna give us the checkpoint we wanted. Yeah, I've almost gotten into a couple accidents out here too. There's one place in particular where there's a yield sign near me, and I have almost gotten hit at least twice in the past year because people don't fucking see the yield sign and they just go straight through it. So, a very, very scary area that I always am super cautious now. And luckily, I've dodged at least 2 for sure accidents because I know the spot is really sus right there. They're everywhere. Houston drivers are horrible, but 3 freeways I refuse to drive for that reason? Yeah. Yeah, people just need to learn how to drive better. I just feel like the people that drive like dickheads don't get in trouble enough. So maybe they need to start giving out more tickets to people that actually deserve it for reckless driving instead of going like 5 over the speed limit. You know, so you should probably have more police out there, but like only ticket and charge people that are actively making huge mistakes instead of charging someone for going 5 over. You know, I feel like they just hit their quota and then they're like, yeah, we're good. The guy turned out in my lane when I was in the farther lane, so it scared the shit out of me, and I almost ran over the middle curb area going back home. I almost got sandwiched. Jesus, yeah. So that sounds miserable. No one should ever have to go through that. Or we just need to completely switch to automated, like, driving cars. So that way there's, like, no error, you know? Can I go here? Oh, I was going to wedge myself in between the wall and there. Maybe that would work. They need to give tickets to slow drivers because they cause accidents. I mean, that too, like... I just don't think the people that get... Most of the people that get tickets deserve it. Because I feel like most of them are going, like, 5 over or like 5 under, I guess. I just don't feel like they're drastic enough. But then you have fucking people speeding through like the shoulders and shit, cutting you off, and it's just like, bruh, really? Really? God, I want to make progress in this game at least a little bit. This is rough. I just want to know where the new area is. I wonder if we should just wedge ourselves in between the window. And we're off. Nice. Look at that. The person behind me kept braking so close to me because they kept going so fast, and I had to do smooth ass braking because the car in front of me is going slow. That's the problem, is like there's people that just ride your ass, and then people that just don't know when to get out of like the left lane, you know? It's like the left lane is for passing and you're going fast. So if you're not doing either of those, get the fuck out. What if I go this way? Oh, okay. Nope. Come on. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. I think we're making progress. I think, yes, we're making progress. Yes. Let's go. This is a new personal best, I think. I don't know if we made it this far, ever. Do you think I can make it corner to corner? I'm gonna try. Oh my god, yes. Holy hell, let's go! Let's go, chat! New personal best, I think. Pretty sure. Yeah, right? Oh god. Yeah, no. See, that's awful. That's really annoying, too. Yeah, forget that. Let's just go corner to corner. I don't know if you're supposed to, but if you make a perfect jump, which I almost didn't do there, then you're cooked. Okay, here we go. This is it, chat. Do it again. Beautiful. Now what? Oh no, why did I do that? Why did I? Oh no! Are you joking? All right, I gotta pee. Give me 2 seconds. Hopefully we got a checkpoint. Well, everyone cross your fingers. All right, we're back in business. Moment of truth. Yeah, maybe they need to be a little bit more, less lenient on driver's licenses. All right, here we go. Oh, come on. Dude, we must have been super close to the next checkpoint. That's insane. That is insane. The sad part is, chat, this is the easiest difficulty. I feel like the easiest difficulty is even just a little bit too hard, because there's like 6 difficulties. 5 or 6. I think like it's like casual, easy, normal, hard, and like super hard or something. This is casual. They expect you to do this in under 9 lives? You crazy. Crazy. I think you just gotta get all your jumps perfect. Not have to worry about this dog water. Okay. Now I'm making this look way easier because it is way easier when you actually realize you don't have to deal with that bullshit. Those stupid lines and stuff. Ouch. Yeah, that's rough. All right, here we go. We're lined up. We are lined up. No! Oh, man. All right, I've got a better idea now. We got the house cat. If you know, you know. I played all the Resident Evil games and grew pretty fast, but now I'm on to streaming other things. My viewership dropped. Yeah, because I'm sure you switched out of playing games that were super adjacent to Resident Evil, right? Because I feel like if you wanted to keep your same audience after playing the Resident Evil games, then you should have pivoted to another very similar game to Resident Evil, which would have been just another survival horror type game that's like really close. I did it. But yeah, no, for sure, Rehab, I totally get that. As someone who started their channel on horror games, I streamed horror games exclusively for like the past 5 to 6 years. And then I started experimenting with other things like speedrunning, and like you lose your audience because they follow you for one thing and then you want to try something else. Sure, some of your audience are regulars, so they'll watch you do anything, which is dope. But a grand majority are going to only want to watch you play the things that they followed you for. So it's just a part of streaming. And then it really just depends on what your goals are for streaming. So if you're really trying to grow an audience, like sometimes you just have to be able to make those sacrifices and do things that you don't want to do sometimes, or really just develop a better roadmap of games that you can play and then different things you can pivot to get out of. Because what we were talking about earlier in the stream was that streamers and content creators don't plan enough ahead in the future and develop like a roadmap of different options and stuff. Because like for your case, we'll just use Resident Evil for example. You'll like stream Resident Evil and you'd be like, okay, cool, I'm getting viewership, right? So you're like, all right, well, the next thing that makes sense after I get sick of Resident Evil is play the sequels. It's like, okay, cool, so I'm gonna play Resident Evil like 1 through 8 or however many there are. And then once I get sick of all those, it's like, okay, well, what do I do now? It's like, I can try playing horror games, but truthfully, horror games don't have enough in common to Resident Evil just in general for a lot of viewers, so you're gonna already take a hit in viewership because the next appropriate move would have probably been probably would have been playing another survival horror game that's very similar to Resident Evil, like let's say maybe fuck, I can't think of one right now, but just like a survival horror that's similar to Resident Evil. I'm trying to think of one off the top of my head. What's up, Nico? How's it going? Welcome into the stream. How's your Monday going? What have you been streaming recently? That could be cool, Mike. Everyone usually wants to know how I edit my videos, so that could be an open gap in the market. Truthfully, I already forgot cows. Chat might remember, though. I'm streaming Assetto Corsa right now, and it's not saturated, but there's only like 200, 500 viewers on it. That's like a great kind of median area, because it's like you're obviously probably not going to be the top streamer, but like you should be in a pretty good position where you should get way more discoverability than playing like League of Legends or whatever else. Is this streaming that plays only horror games? What is making him views when he plays his viewers? Whoever makes it first, plus he posts on IG Reels? Wait, what? I don't know if I read that right. Of course, Nico, no problem at all. How was, started streaming a couple weeks ago on console? Well, first of all, I want to apologize for how shit the console streaming experience is. You really can't do much customization at all when you're streaming on console, unfortunately. And I wish they kind of came up with a better solution for that. But other than that, how has everything been going so far? And what do you usually stream on console? Oh, fuck, come on. Chat, I think this is officially the farthest we've ever made it. And if you guys are watching on YouTube and we made it farther, then I apologize because I've already forgotten. To be fair, it was almost a week ago. Oh, come on. Don't you dare. Don't you dare, cat. No. Bad angle. Oh! Okay, we're good. Oh, but we got to get over there somehow. What's up, pool boy? Good to see you, fam. How's your Easter? That'll be cool, Mike. He plays with his viewers, so randoms every time he plays a multiplayer game, he puts a code, whoever comes first plays with him. That's also cool. Yeah, because that'll boost engagement for sure. Okay, so far so good, chat. So far so good. Oh god. I'm so worried we're gonna get cooked. Buddy, the real question is, do you ever get your 100K viewer plaque? You mean that one right there? That one right there? Yes, we did. It's chilling in the back. You can kind of see it. It's behind chat. But yeah, it's there. We got it. It came relatively quick. I want to say like 2 weeks after I hit 100K. I'm not 100% sure, but I want to say it was right around there. All right, we're just going to go straight and hope for the best. Wish me luck. No! Oh, God. Fuck. Octopath Traveler, that's fun. How have you liked streaming so far, in general? I know it's all fine. I'm doing my homework, and I created socials, YouTube, TikTok, everything. Yesterday I put up a first video on socials. That's awesome. Hell yeah. It sounds like you're putting in the work. That's what I like to hear. Yeah, that's something you can definitely work on over time, Mike, for sure. It's really been rough trying to, it's rough to get that started, but it's a ball that once you get rolling, it's easier to do after you've kind of gotten it started. Been grinding, I'm proud, going a 3-year relationship, you and me. Hell yeah, isn't that crazy how long time flies? And I think that just goes to show anyone in chat that just started streaming or content creation, like, consistency is one of the most important metrics that you can analyze and really put into being successful in general. Like, you don't just get like this shit overnight. Like, just to show you, like, I've been doing this shit, I've been streaming at least for 7 years, over 7 years. Been making YouTube videos for probably close to the same. And just like, Pool and I have known each other for the past 3 years. And low-key, it feels like yesterday. It just goes by real quick too. Also, we're cooked. We have to start over. I'm dead. Ouch. I didn't even know they gave out a 50K one. That's kind of cool. It's just kind of sad though, because I think the next plaque they give out is at 1 million. And I'm like, bruh, I don't think I'm getting to 1 million anytime soon, if at all. I'm not sure if I have the drive for that, but maybe. But maybe. I think it's possible with the rise in streaming and everything, but I'm just not sure if I'm willing to put in the grind for it. I kind of like the balance that I have right now. Yeah, finding a good balance, Mike, is really tough. Oh, God. Oh, my God, that's right. We were playing that Rugrat game. Completely forgot. It was like the one on PlayStation 1 and N64. That's really funny, actually. Yeah, isn't that funny, chat? Pool found me while I was playing like a PlayStation 1 Rugrat game, which goes to show that like sometimes those little niche games are way more discoverable than a lot of other choices. That's awesome, Lonnie. You're coming up to 10K in no time. How have the videos and stuff been going? I've been keeping an eye on every once in a while. Seems like you're doing the Gudetama videos again, which is good. It seems like those are kind of doing pretty well. Everything, there's a lot of things that are saturated right now, but the thing is I truly don't believe that there's never not or ever not going to be an opportunity. Like, there's always gaps in the market, Mike. You just have to find them. Like, we were analyzing that one person's YouTube channel, and they had like 2,000 or 3,000 views on one of their videos, which was a fucking an unboxing review of a Five Below electric guitar. So like, clearly there's interest in that sort of thing, and not a lot of people are making it because the person only had like 70 subscribers on YouTube, yet they're netting like 2,000, 3,000 views on a fucking unboxing video. So like, there's always gaps in the market like that. It's just you have to find them, you know? They're just not, everything is not a gap anymore, so you just have to find said gaps. Streaming in general feels good. I mean, if I'm playing at home, after home, I might as well stream, maybe have a good time with strangers, and hopefully over time become friends. Absolutely. That's a great way to look at it. Yeah, those are my once a week. Took a break because my computer was disconnecting. Yeah, that's right. Did you end up fixing that, by the way? It had nothing to do with the game. All it had to do with your positive vibes and uplifting spirit, even in the struggle of daily streaming when you did. That's the thing, right? It's like, people will come for the game and then stay for your personality and like the content after. So like, discoverability is literally just the act of them finding you, and then everything else past that is up to you as the streamer, personality, content, all that shit. Which is crazy, right? So just setting yourself up in a discoverable place is the first part of the equation. And then your personality and shit doesn't fucking matter if you can't get discovered in the first place. That's why discoverability in playing games that are discoverable is so important, you know? Because you can't get to step 2 without them going through step 1 first. Hell yeah, Lonnie, I'm excited for you. That's dope. On Insta, my first edit got 300, my second one got 800, so I'm probably gonna stick with edits for social media, but I'm not worried about the numbers, just want to grind. Hell yeah. And plus, through grinding, you get to learn a lot of things really quick, too. No, I haven't done any more music since Mortuary Assistant. Honestly, like, I just haven't had the drive to wanna do music for video games unless like a really good opportunity came up, but I have not looked even in the market or anything since Mortuary Assistant. It just made sense, and I really wanted to do it, and it was a lot of fun for me. Plus, it was one of my good friends that was making the game, so everything was just made sense. And I don't know if I'm going to run across an opportunity like that at all. Especially because I don't really do that at all anymore. I have been working on more EDM music in the background. I haven't put anything out yet because I'm too overcritical on myself, but I'm hoping... I made a goal for myself to put out a couple songs this year, bare minimum, just to like try and break that barrier of stop being so critical and not putting anything out. So I'm hoping that I'll put at least one to two songs out in the next couple months. That sort of stuff. What's up, chicken? Good to see you, fam. Yeah, the green is live. That means we're currently live. I'm reading your messages. I can read them. You can talk to me. All that good stuff. Yeah, YouTube full-time, 100%. YouTube pays the bills. What have you been up to, Pool? How's been everything on your end? During your off time, do you mind looking at my channel to see if there's anything I can improve? Absolutely. Absolutely. The only thing I'm worried about is if I get super tired after work and I don't want to stream. Yeah. That's why consistency is really tough, because like what'll happen is you'll be consistent for a week or two. You're not seeing any results, and so there's no motivation to keep you to be consistent. And so that's where a lot of people end up just quitting. So you need to figure out how you can squeeze in those dopamine hits to continue the consistency, you know? Oh no, too far! Oh, ouch. Can't see the game? You should be able to see the game, right? Is anyone over on the YouTube stream that can make sure that the game is playing? Do you want me to look at your Twitch or your YouTube channel, Cows? Oh, crap. We did. I don't care how well I do. I want to try at least the whole year of 2025. I think that's a good idea. I think spending the year of 2025 to develop your skills and learn everything, not focus on the numbers, but just learn the craft behind it, and then take everything you learned in 2025 and develop a content strategy for 2026 is probably a really smart move. Yeah, I'll try looking at the live real quick. Let's see. Let me go to my YouTube. Lordy Lord, what's up, Boar Bride? Good to see you. Don't think my fear of heights gonna let me watch this one? You don't think so? This is perfect for people that have difficulty with heights. It's called exposure therapy or whatever, right? Pretty sure that's a thing. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat. It's like getting over your fears is you just got to be exposed to it. Let me check. The current video is interlaced, but the interlace is not. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Something happened earlier in the live stream on YouTube. Something happened in the YouTube live stream and it's been a green screen. Oh, no. That sucks. Well, I guess, yeah. The screen is green, but sound is working. That's so weird. Well, that's a bummer. Sorry to the YouTube stream, didn't even realize that. I guess I'll end it. I guess hop over to Twitch and Kick. Bummer, dude.